I am also part of the LGBT community, and I am representing the Latino community that are often unseen and unheard of because they're out in the Eastern Coachella Valley. I want to thank you. I want to remember, and I want us to really hold this space for the 49 people we lost, brothers and sisters we lost that night. But I also want to make a very bold move by saying that that should not be the only setting why we're here, the only reason why we're here. Because when I think of the 49 people that we lost that day, my heart feels empty. And it feels empty because it's not including the millions and millions, billions of people that we've lost along the way due to the hatred of homophobia. Why? Because they don't matter. We don't matter. The mass media does not include the fact that, hey, I'm speaking for myself. I am a young indigenous woman. My family immigrated to the United States when I was 7 going on 8. I have always felt, like we all say, right, brothers and sisters, I've always felt gay. I am gay. I was born gay. Yes. It was not a mask I put on 1 minute and I changed and transitioned my feelings and my emotions. I was this person when I was born. And guess what? Reading through history, I'm not really good at history, but reading through history, you know one thing I remember? As a Native woman, I was always told that was wrong. Being dark was wrong. Speaking Spanish was wrong. Speaking my indigenous language was wrong. Everything was wrong. I am a woman. Being a woman was wrong. Being feminine in the very, very, I don't know, I grew up with all boys, right? At home. Single parents, all boys. Being feminine was bad. You're too weak. You have to punch harder. You have to do this better. Guess what? When I came out to my family, being gay is bad. How dare you? We, as a Catholic family, that is bad because that means you won't have children. That means you won't get married in a white dress. That means you're gonna dress like a boy. So guess what? When I heard that, and when I read through history and I skimmed my books, because yes, I love to read, and I read one thing that I want to share with you. I mean no disrespect to anyone because I respect every one of you for who you are. But I want to say this because he makes a great point. As an indigenous woman, I was trying to find that line that said, hey, it is right. It is okay for you to speak your native language. It is okay for you to be yourself because I've been told, hey, get in that cage and be there and be still because you have no wings. I have wings. And guess what? I read that being indigenous meant that we were not accepted. We were always put in that cage. And guess what, brothers and sisters? Us, gay, LGBTQ+, whatever community you belong to, we're all brothers and sisters. I want you to all hold your hands like we did before. And I want you to hold that hand very strong. And I want you to make a commitment in your heart. And I want you to do this. I want you to not remember, which I know that's the setting we're here for, the 49 people we lost. But I want you to remember how you felt when somebody told you you couldn't be who you are. And with that wonderful feeling, because we have embraced it, we have excelled it, we have outgrown that, right? And that has made us stronger. That's why I stand here, because I am representing an indigenous community that has been told that they can't do it. A gay community that's being told they can't be who they are. They can't love who they want to love. So I want you to hold that hand very hard, and I want you to make this commitment to yourself and to everyone else here that you will stand up no matter what. You will stand up to protect your brothers and sisters, because guess what? Just as the indigenous people back in the day were put back to wherever they were and were marginalized the way they were marginalized, for who they were, for embracing who they were, and we know something. We know that we can fight and stand up for ourselves, and we can outgrow that. And that's what we need to do. We need to start standing up for each other and teaching each other how to fight back. That's what we are here to do. And I want us to make that legacy, because those 49 people are just a reminder that hatred is still living and homophobia is still active. Well, guess what? That is something we're gonna break. We're gonna break that chain as we broke our hands when we let go of that person we were holding. And as I said, I know I'm taking up too much of the time. I'm really sorry about that, but I wanna say it in Spanish as well. I will make a short summary for my Spanish-speaking people. Hola, mi nombre es Alejandra, soy una joven activista del este del valle. Estoy aquí representando a la comunidad latina que muchas veces no vemos. ¿Por qué? Porque estamos hasta allá en el este del valle. Me gustaría decir a mí esta noche que aunque estamos recordando a las 49 personas que murieron esa noche a causa de la violencia homofóbica en contra de la comunidad LGBTQ+, quiero que sepan que esa no es la única razón por la que deberíamos estar aquí. Deberíamos estar aquí porque han sido millones, billones de personas que han muerto a causa de la violencia de la homofobia, porque no somos aceptados como quienes somos. Y tal como las personas de antes, las tribus indígenas que no fueron aceptadas por la Iglesia Católica, por cualquier política, nosotras las personas LGBTQ+, estamos vivas y estamos aquí para representarnos, y deberíamos empujarnos un poco más juntos con la legacía que ha dejado esta tragedia para luchar en contra de nuestros derechos, a favor de que nos traten como personas con equidad, igualdad, y es lo que merecemos. Quiero que ustedes recuerden eso, quiero que ustedes tomen sus manos y que cada vez que usted se acuerde del momento en que usted salió de, como nosotros lo llamamos, ¿verdad?, el closet, que por favor recuerdemos con ese sentimiento, que recuerdemos cómo luchar, que agarremos la fuerza de eso.